Walk to End Alzheimer's season, a time when people all across the state walk and walk and walk and raise lots of money in the process. Why? There's 80,000 people living with Alzheimer's in Connecticut. 2 walks this weekend. That'll be a third of them. I'm proud to be part of it. We'll talk about that in a second, but we want to talk to Mary Lou Giannotti and Kevin Harris, both with the Alzheimer's Association. Nice to have you both here. And we were reminiscing, because I've had the pleasure of being part and emceeing a few walks, and every time I go and I just see the support system come together for these walks, it's overwhelmingly sweet. And it's that support system that's kind of the backbone of it, isn't it?
Absolutely. We could not do this without our volunteers. Kevin's one of our volunteers. Mm-hmm. He is co-chair of our walk and incoming executive event chair.
Nice.
And all of the individuals who form teams and walk as participants.
We'll talk about what they're holding in just a second. But Kevin, talk to me about what's it take to put on a walk, to a successful walk, because we know it's going to be successful.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
So much. Many hands make light work,
Absolutely.
right? You got
rising tide lifts all boats and all that stuff.
Always,
right?
Yeah. It's so many volunteers working together to try and just make a good atmosphere for the walk, raise money for the right reasons, and really the most impactful thing about the walks is the camaraderie that it builds.
Yeah, that's a good point, because as we show you, and if you know, because everything we've done, purple is the color of Alzheimer's, but as you look at some video, you see many different colors in the form of the flowers that each one of those people are carrying. 4 different colors: blue, yellow, orange, and purple, obviously, but they all mean different things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you carry a purple flower, you have lost someone to Alzheimer's or dementia. Mm-hmm. If you carry a blue flower, you are currently living with Alzheimer's disease or another form of dementia. Mm-hmm. If you carry an orange flower, you support our mission, ultimately a world without Alzheimer's and dementia. Mm-hmm. If you have a yellow flower, you are a caregiver or a care partner.
Which is, and obviously so important as there are so many advancements in trying to find that drug that eradicates dementia for good. In the meantime, it's the caregivers that are the #1 priority, right?
Families and individuals
right.
living with Alzheimer's and dementia, and I failed to mention white flower.
Well, I was holding off.
Yes.
You were jumping the gun a little bit, Mary Lou. Let's talk. There is one more flower, and I love this, and it's got a personal connection for Kevin. That's the white flower.
Yeah. So the white flower. There's one white flower, and that is it's for the hope for to live in a world where there is no more.
That's right.
The last one.
The first survivor, thriver, and where there's one, that rising tide will lift all boats too. Who's holding the flag at yours this week?
So this year it is actually my kids are holding it, and it hits close to home because I actually first got involved because I lost my mother to frontotemporal dementia, which is what Bruce Willis has. So it's got a little bit more publicity now than when it did when we had it.
Right.
And so being able for me being on the stage with the purple flower before, and now them being able to signify for the hope of their generation.
And it's a torch that we hope we don't pass on, because we'd like more the white flower to come up already. We'd like to just get everyone to come together for a party, not so much a walk. As we mentioned, there's 6 walks going on. We'll put the information. There's 5 of them right there: New London, New Haven, Bristol, Norwalk, and Hartford. I have the pleasure of leading off the pack right there. We had one last week in New Fairfield, which did really well from what you told me. $100,000 raised. New London, I get to be part of that over at Ocean Beach Park. How many folks we expecting for that?
We would like to see 1,000 people, so they can still sign up.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. And of course, we're looking for more people than the New Haven one on Sunday, only because it's personal. It's an ego thing for me. It's pride, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But the weather's going to be great for both, and that's
It's going to be good here, but not so much there.
all that matters, right? Mary Lou, Kevin, continued success, and hopefully a lot more than just one white flag on the way, a white flower on the way. Nice to see you both. Tim.